Is trading difficult? Can you really make money trading the markets? The answer to that question is it depends. Are you disciplined? Do you have a process? Do you have a system? Have you backtested it? For my students and for myself, we generate income on a regular basis. My students generate income every week. And for us, our market is gold. However, the same teachings are applicable to any market. Here you can see the market has consolidated at the start of the New York session. We are looking at yesterday's trading, Monday, 30th of March, 2026. And then the market has pumped up. And this is all starting at 7 a.m., which is the start of the New York session. I want you to pay attention to the liquidity that is left below. And I want you to go back into the charts and have a look at what is that high that Monday has swept. Okay? Because there's something there. There is money sitting at this level. And so I want you to go and do some homework and work out why did Monday go up like that? What was it reaching for? Now, once Monday swept that high on the left, which is a daily level, and that's what gets me interested in the market. That's part of my system, my process, to look at the market when a daily level has been breached. Once that's occurred, I then look at, well, what time is that occurring? What session are we in? And from here, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. is my time, which is a New York session. That's part of my process. So is trading hard? Can you make money trading the markets? Well, you need to have a process. What day do you look at the market? Do you look at the market every day, all day? What time do you typically trade? What's your system? What do you look for? Are you waiting for a daily liquidity pool to be swept at a specific time in the day, such as what we see here in the New York session? Okay. Now, once this daily level has been swept and that has established the high of that day, then what do we see? We see consolidation. What is that? That is called time distortion. Time distortion until what time? Well, time distortion until the New York Stock Exchange opens. Well, when is that, Abdul? That is 9:30 a.m. So what do we see at 9:30 a.m.? Well, before I talk about that, I want to remind you of what's already established. We have equal lows below, we have consolidation below, and we have all of that happening at 7 a.m., which is the start of the New York session. We have a daily level swept, a high of day established, and lower lows are now forming. And what time is this? You look at the time down the bottom there, right down here, look down here. It is 9:30 to the dot when the New York Stock Exchange opens. And where is that pumping up into? It's pumping up into this bearish FVG gap. And so we have established that the market is making lower lows, lower highs at 9:30, coming into a bearish signature after sweeping a daily level on the left-hand side there. And all of this is happening within the New York session, and we have equal lows below. And so we have, with high probability and expectation, that possibly we are going back down to the low of New York, established right there. Okay, now if you don't get the best entry at the best time, you can clearly see this big bar going down, establishing a new bearish signature. And you can see this little pop-up, little pullback coming into that bearish signature. And what time is that? That is still within 9:30. That there is 9 minutes past 9:30. Now that's something that everybody can see. Now what do you see there? We see that the market on this movement down, on this movement up into that bearish signature at 9:30, and then the market continues to go down and leave this low intact. So even if you saw this bearish signature, you popped in a short entry, if that's your setup, if your bias is to the downside and you can see where we are potentially headed, well, you know that we also have this liquidity pool. Okay? And then we have all these lows and ultimately all this liquidity here. And what is that? What do you see? What has Michael taught us when we see a original consolidation? We see pump up, highs established, daily high breached, bearish signatures forming at 9:30 and continuing to form throughout that 10 or 15 minute window. That is a market maker sell model. Go and study the charts and answer the question yourself. Can traders truly make money in the markets? Is it real? It's real if you have a process and you follow a system and you understand the models and you've done your backtesting. This is a student trade. You can see he's marked out the 7 a.m. liquidity pool. The market's pumped up, and at the right macro times, he's identified the bearish signatures at the right time. Okay? You got your classic best entry at 9:30, and an easier entry to identify a little bit later within that 15 minutes after 9:30. You got a very clear liquidity pool, which is the low of the New York session. And we get down there at 10 a.m. after taking out a previous daily high. So go back, study the charts. I hope the video is useful, and I look forward to talking with you in another video soon.